From USC Lancaster today on YouTube, it's Lancers Volleyball. USC Lancaster taking on their biggest rival so far in Region 10 and their toughest opponent in Region 10 play, the Fire Ants of USC Sumter. It's the final regular season meeting between these two teams who are widely expected to be in the Region 10 championship game a little over 2 weeks from today. Hi everybody, Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Second to last home match for you for the Lancers. They are 11-17 on the year, 4-4 at home, and 4-2 in Region 10 play. For USC Sumter, the Fire Ants are 15-5. They are 6-0 in Region 10 play. Fire Ants have won 10 matches in a row, and they've been off for a bit. They last played Thursday. They beat Wake Tech in Raleigh. For USC Lancaster, this is the second of a back-to-back. They were on the road yesterday against Union, won that one in 4 sets. The Lancers got 16 aces in the victory. So USC Lancaster and the Fire Ants of USC Sumter are playing for the 3rd time this season. The Fire Ants won both meetings earlier this year against Lancaster, each of them coming in 4-set victories. Lancaster does still hold an 8-3 record against the Fire Ants since 2021. But this Sumter team has been really something. And it starts with blocking. 195 total solo blocks, not total blocks, total solo blocks. And a couple national rankers, as you can imagine. Magdalena Borshowitz, 64 solo blocks, not total blocks, solo blocks. She's got 74 total. She is 3rd in solo blocks. Her teammates, Isabella Cook, has 35. And she's also nationally ranked in the NJCAA in that category. She's tied for 16th. Both of these teams are very good service teams, so that's going to have to play out. Again, the Lancers, ton of aces, all great, but ton of errors as well. And the errors are outweighing the aces on serve so far this season. And so a couple of keys if you're Lancaster and Lauren Bailey. You're going to have to play masterful against this blocking for the Fire Ants and really try to set up your teammates as best as possible. Get that vertical. We could use that girl for, who did I see go viral? For Southern Methodist. Did anybody see this? There's a volleyball player at Southern Methodist who can jump higher than almost all the guys in the NBA. In fact, if she competed at the draft combine this year, she would have placed 4th. We could use her against the Fire Ants here today. Speaking of which, it will be Lauren Bailey to start us off. She serves with 52 aces on the year, but starts with an air here tonight. It's going to be a big key. You cannot give up points against this very good Fire Ants team. Young is in to serve for Sumter. Riley Young with 29 aces on the year. Here's Taj Rockman. That's exactly what we were talking about there. You see where that serve went? It was really masterfully done there by Bailey. The rally continues, though, as Bailey bumps it over. Reception that time by Solomon. Booming hit on that near side. Nice dig there by Adams, coming right at her chest. Overpass and the dump, and they're going to call double touch there. So we're tied at 1 apiece. Nyla Snipes comes in. This is Vic Hayes serving. Tied for 8th with those 52 aces alongside Lauren Bailey. That one goes long, though. So, again, we're keeping that tally. Errors against aces so far. Both points for Sumter have been given away by Lancaster. And that's going to be something that they're really going to have to limit if they want to get a victory here. And I think Lancaster could really use a victory. Of course, you always want to beat your biggest opponent. Nice hit there by Nyla Snipes to tie us at 2. But just getting that monkey off the back. You don't want to lose 3 times to a team that you're likely going to face in the Region 10 championship game. You want to get a victory, get some momentum on your side. And if you're Ruiz into serve, Ruiz has really racked up the aces. She didn't do a lot of serving earlier this year, as that's inbounds. Nice hit by Cook to pick up the kill. But Vera Ruiz is up to 35 aces here in 2025. So 3-2 advantage, as Sumter has taken the early lead. But a tight one, and not a very clean one thus far. That will stay in. Serve there by, it's Solomon, I believe, serving. Let me check that. I don't know if that's her or not. We'll check it. Reception this time by Snipes. Here's the set by Bailey. Fuente Alba in on that hit. Tame. Another beautiful dig by Adams. Snipes had to just tap it over. Set by Martin to the middle. Borshowitz, another good dig. So we've seen 3 nice digs for the Lancers here today. Cross-court attack is successful. Fuente Alba. It was Cook serving for the Fire Ants, by the way. Here is Anna Hutton. So Hutton in to serve. Lancaster has not done much serving so far tonight. Set up down the line. And Tame, Talisha Tame, 152 kills coming in. This is a very good hitting team. Tame's at 200 on the season. As a team, the Fire Ants are hitting 235. That's 14th best in the NJCAA. Hurd serving, the libero for Sumter. Snipes hit it awkwardly, and it's 6-3 Fire Ants. It's been a methodical, workmanlike 10-match winning streak for the Fire Ants. Again, good hitting, good blocking, good serving, all of those things. They're going right at Nyla Snipes. And back-to-back aces on 2 reception errors. See if they go that way again here. Julia Hurd up to 30 aces on the year. Yeah, right again. They were looking for. Hit it too long that time, though, so a break for Lancaster. And this Lancaster's got to keep this close as Natalie Adams comes in. So it's going to be imperative here, even early on, to get something. Adams is tied for 16th in the NJCAA with 45 aces. Izzy Conrade also tied with her. So 2 national leaders are both tied with one another on the same team. Bump over by Hutton. Set by Martin. Back row tap. Hayes got there first. Lydia Bunkley is in, hits it over. Longest rally so far here early on in set 1. Another nice dig by Ruiz. Little deception there, and I believe that's going to be just long. Thought that might stay in, but it was just long. Back-to-back points for the first time tonight for Lancaster as Taj Rockman comes in for Ruiz. Tame's got 1 kill already. Bunkley. Correction, that is Vic Hayes. My apologies. So Vic Hayes picking up a kill. 192 for her now this season. And it's Izzy Conrade to serve. Again, 45 aces, matching Natalie Adams for 16th best in the country and 4th on the team. So 7-6 as the officials check something. I don't know what happened there at all. we saw Hayes talking to the official, the ump, and the point went to Sumter. We did not see any signal when live action was going on that there was any sort of violation. Ruiz came in, so I'm wondering if there was some kind of, usually, so when the referee standing nearest the scorer's table on the far side of your screen goes over to check the book, it's usually a rotation violation. And again, not 100% on that. There's the first of what we expect to be many blocks for the Fire Ants. Rally continues, though. First one by Young tonight. Here's Tame. Ruiz, dig number 2 for her, as Adams sends it over from the back row. Martin sets it back up for Tame, got the deflection. So really unfortunate break there. Unfortunate for Lancaster, fortunate for Sumter, as they're back up by 4, and they also win that point. Again, it's usually a rotation thing. Through the block, Vic Hayes answers back with her second kill. Taj Rockman will come in for Ruiz. Bunkley, Ruiz, and Hayes are up front. And now we'll see Izzy Conrade serve. And again, it's just not working right now on serve for the Lancers. No aces and 3 errors. Meanwhile, Sumter has 2 service aces, and that's the difference right there. 10-6 Fire Ants. Ruiz, tough reception. And then Hutton kept hope alive. Lancers fortunate to get that one over. Soft touch that time, Hutton. Ruiz bump sets it over to Hayes. Over the block that time. Ruiz was there. Hayes tries it again. Second touch is sent over by the Fire Ants. Tapped over by Adams. Diving for it, Martin, the setter. Another soft touch, this time by Cook again, her second of this long rally. Through the block again, overpass Ruiz. Joust at the net is won by the Fire Ants, but the Lancers keep this long rally going. Set by Martin to the opposite side this time, and the Fire Ants survive that one. That was Maccabee, I believe, over there. Well, the effort is there for Lancaster, but Sumter still up by 5 right now. Hutton now setting. Taj Rockman, they're doing a nice job setting. All of the blocking has been negated as Rockman sends it back. So you love that effort so far here early on in this one for Lancaster. This is exactly what they need to be doing. The combination of Lauren Bailey and Anna Hutton. The serving and the setting has been great. The serving has been a hot mess. Let's see if Lauren Bailey can change that. Bailey, 610 assists coming in to play. That is 19th in the NJCAA. Bump set by Martin. Good dive there by Adams to get under it. Sent over straight forward by Fuente Alba. Through the block. Ruiz got there. Booming hit that time by Hayes led to the overhit. Fuente Alba again. Taj Rockman sending it right back. Alert. Smart by Taj Rockman. I love this from Lancaster tonight. Yeah, they're down by 3, but that's all service errors. Otherwise, they've played outstanding so far tonight. Tough reception there, Hurd, and that'll be the first ace of the night for the Lancers. And for Bailey now, 53. She takes over the team lead, one more than Vic Hayes. Martin, Borshowitz, or correction, that's Young. We haven't seen Borshowitz much yet. So Young slams it to the floor. And the Fire Ants go back up by 3. So Young will serve again. Young came in with 29 aces on the year. Reception by Ruiz is clean. And Fuente Alba picking up another kill, this time from the opposite side. All right, Hayes knows now she's now second on the team in aces. I'm sure she keeps track of her stats in match. There's Borshowitz, and a rare error there, just got kind of an awkward swing on it. Opportunity now for Lancaster to tie us here about midway through this opening set. And Hayes into the net. Ida Stacy. And is it Anij? Anij? A couple of Lancers fans are on the YouTube chat tonight. Don't forget, you can check in with us on the YouTube chat all night long, and we hope it's a long one. This would be a fun 5-setter, these two rivals. Taj Rockman, just a little bit too long on that one. So just like that, lead back to 3 for the Fire Ants here tonight. The Fire Ants can't officially lock up the regular season title if they win today. Reception error there by Ruiz puts Sumter back up by 4. Really the only thing that is keeping the Fire Ants from winning the regular season is math. It is not likely that they're going to lose 2 more regular season matches, which is what it would take for them to fall to number 2. Back row hit is too long, and Sumter takes its biggest lead at 5. So the momentum erased, 4-0 run for the Fire Ants, and we've got a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break, and then we'll come right back.
At USC Lancaster, we get you. You want smaller classrooms with personalized attention. You want access to the latest technology, and you want the complete college experience, affordable and close to home. Whether you study on campus for your 2- or 4-year degree or go completely online to earn your degree on your time, USC Lancaster has the right program for your success. USC Lancaster, we get you.
Welcome back to USC Lancaster. My name is Chris. Glad to be with you here tonight. Lancers and Fire Ants. Third and final meeting. Fire Ants trying to sweep the regular season, off to a good start here in set 1. They have been just about perfect. Hi as well to Jasper checking in on the YouTube chat for Lancaster. They're going to be at Salkehatchie on Tuesday of next week. That's their next match, and then back home for the home finale in the regular season. The Fire Ants just clear the net there. Cook gets a hug from her teammates, and the Fire Ants go up by 6. Sometimes this sport is as ridiculous as softball, and I mean that in a very fun, playful way. Cadence Bennett is in to serve, 29 aces on the year. The set for Nyla Snipes by Lauren Bailey. Dig in the back by Solomon, and then finding the court again is Cook. This time cleaner and less awkward, and Sumter has built this out to a 7-point advantage now. Lancaster started to get things together, but it's gotten sloppy. Snipes goes high and soft, then trying to negate the blocking power, and Borshowitz has come in and really led the charge, as she's wont to do. 135 kills coming in, and I mentioned 64 blocks on the year. Ruiz on the reception, set Bailey. Taj Rockman again. They're trying to go soft, and then the blocking. Taj Rockman is really the only option, or one of the better options, I should say, for countering it. with Sumter against Sumter. Rockman now, that's her 15th solo block of the season. She leads the team with 35 total blocks. Here's Ruiz. Ruiz 9th in the nation with 484 digs on the year. She's already got 2 or 3 here in the opening set. Vero on the year averages about 5 digs per set. Net violation as Ruiz back serving. I checked the leader in the NJCAA has over 1,100 digs. Some girl in Iowa. Holy cow. I mean, 1,100 is not unheard of at this time of the year, but I checked how many matches and sets and what she's played, and those are gaudy numbers for a complete season, let alone the 15th of October. So Ruiz only about 700 behind her for the lead, but she is 9th in the nation, as I mentioned. Fire answer first to 20. Service error that time, though, for Sumter and Cook. And a rare mistake. Had a Jasper on the YouTube chat as well. Hoping we can get, Lancers can get some of these points back. They're running out of wiggle room. Hutton serving. Tough set there, but it's hit in play. And again, that was Borshowitz, and what a job by Manny Martin. The football score now, and that's never what you want to see. 21-14 if you're a Lancers fan. So Sumter closing in on taking the opening set with the libero Hurd back in to serve. Hurd, 427 digs on the year for her, by the way. Is that Bunkley? Yes, it is. Bunkley straight ahead. Here's Adams in now. Good block there. Combo Bunkley and Conrade. But the Lancers not going to be able to recover from that hit. Lead back to 7, matching the biggest of this opening set. For Sumter, they are 3 points away from taking set 1. Over the block, Bunkley got it. Tame will try it. Bump over by Adams. Overpass there, and that's going to be, Martin tried to make something happen with that, could not do it. Izzy now will serve for the Lancers. Conrade's got 143 kills on the season, hitting a .180. This time she acts as setter for Bunkley. Tame, it's blocked but out of bounds. Talisha Tame hitting 200. Lila Young leads the team, hitting 359 on the season. The best in Region 10 in that category. That was a reception error by Ruiz, and it's set point now for Sumter. So Tame picks up her 25th service ace of the year. And Talisha now trying to wrap this up for the Fire Ants. Into the net. Hope still alive for Lancaster, but no room for error. Bunkley will go out, and Lauren Bailey will come in and serve. 610 assists, 19th in the country, 6.29 assists per set for Bailey. those numbers continue to climb as she looks to set up Fuente Alba. Came right back to her. Back row hit by Adams, and that is going to be successful. So still set point for Sumter, but Lancers trying to climb up the hill in the snow both ways like our grandparents used to walking to school. So it's Bailey again. And that will go long. 3 straight points for the Lancers. And again, still 5 down. Not likely to erase the deficit, but maybe some momentum for the next set. As they fall, Fire Ants take set 1, 25-19. So we will take time out. We'll be back in about 3 minutes with set number 2. You're watching Lancers Volleyball here on YouTube. Don't go too far.
USC Lancaster, we get you. You want smaller classrooms with personalized attention. You want access to the latest technology, and you want the complete college experience, affordable and close to home. Whether you study on campus for your 2 or 4-year degree or go completely online to earn your degree on your time, USC Lancaster has the right program for your success. USC Lancaster, we get you.
Welcome back, everybody. About ready to go here in set 2. Autumn Solomon to serve to start us off. Louise couldn't quite get under it. So Fire Ants start with an ace after winning set 1 by 6. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you from the home studio in Cleveland, Ohio. You and I watching Region 10 volleyball, USC Lancaster and USC Sumter. Cross-court hit by Hayes. Booming hit, nice dig there by Ruiz. Hayes now moves to the opposite side and picks up yet another kill to her total. Now she'll serve for the Lancers. The K's approaching 200 kills on the season. How about Isabella Cook for Sumter with 298 on the year? She's hitting 255 this season. Joust at the net is won by the Lancers. Taj Rockman and Fuente Alba teaming up to take care of business. 2-1 Lancers here at the early stages of set number 2. Taj Rockman has been great at the net so far tonight. Down the line, hit by Snipes. And just bumping it over the Fire Ants. Rockman booms it. Block back, Ruiz gets there. Dumped that time by Bailey. Another joust at the net. We've seen some really long rallies here in this one, and that is in. Nyla Snipes sends it home. 3-1 Lancers. Well, it's always important, especially all the momentum that the Fire Ants were able to build towards the end of that first set. Get out, start strong here in set 2. And Lancaster has certainly done that, with Hayes picking up another ace to her total now with 53. So she's back tied with Lauren Bailey for the team lead. And I believe they've moved up in the national rankings as well. It's been a lot of out-of-system hits, but that one worked successfully for the Fire Ants as Young found the open court. Lila Young, as I mentioned, she's hit 359. So if you send it anywhere her way, if you're Maddie Martin, the setter, you're probably going to add to your assist totals. Hurd serving. He sets it up through the block. Fuente Alba's been a key component in this 5-2 start here in the second set. Again, one more home match. It will be next Wednesday. Final 2 Region 10 matchups for Lancaster. They're at Salk next Tuesday, home against Union next Wednesday. Then that weekend they go on the road to take on Cape Fear in a tri-match in their gym. There's Snipes combining with Conrade. I think Lancaster might be winning the blocking battle so far tonight. And that's huge if they want to win this match. So Ruiz again serving. 6-2 start here in set 2. Sumter winning set 1 by 6. That was real close there for Martin. Nice serve and then mishit by Conrade. So the run stops for now. The Fire Ants go back to serve. And it's Bennett, I believe, back in. Cadence Bennett. Set goes to Snipes. Got the deflection. I gotta say, the setting by Lauren Bailey, Anna Hutton at times in that first set, it's been a real key. And it's gonna have to be that way in what will likely take 5 sets against this strong Sumter team that has won 10 straight matches. Speaking of Hutton, she's in, floats it over. Set by Martin. Just Borshowitz again. She's from, I believe, Heath Griffin. We talked before the first meeting, and I believe she's from Poland. Service error. As Lancaster now doubling up Sumter. I neglected the YouTube chat. Hi to Sabrina. I don't know who's Bella, Sabrina. Sabrina might be on the wrong broadcast. She's rooting for Bella. Do we have a Bella? I don't think we do. Miss hit that time, 8-5. That was Bunkler. Magdalena serving. got 15 aces on the year, 135 kills. I mentioned those solo blocks, 64 of them so far in 2025. Hayes winds and delivers. Vic Hayes puts the Lancers back up by 4. Conrade now will serve. Overhit. Hayes winds again. Oh, Taj was ready for that one. Dump again, this time Hurd was ready. Through the block, and Tame has been on point so far tonight. Now it's the setter, Maddie Martin, who will serve. Oh, Sabrina, okay, I got you. Again, soft touch by Rockman. Here is Tame. That long hit is too long, out of bounds, and Sumter has closed the gap to 2. Sabrina, are y'all in Australia? I think Isabella is from Australia, if I'm remembering correctly our conversation with Heath Griffin. I have questions for you if you are. Here's Tame again. And that one was, they got a deflection, they say. So 10-7, Lancers still in the lead. Sumter Fire Ants trying to string some points together here. Trailed by as many as 4 here in set 2 after winning the first set 25-19. Hayes again, cross-court attack this time. So Hayes went down the line for the most part straight forward. Her last 2 attacks, that one cross-court. I don't think that score is right. I think they gave that point to Sumter. Yeah, they gave another point to Sumter. I think they're working on correcting it. So I think it's 11-7 right now. Taj Rockman has been brilliant so far. It could be 10-8. I'm confused now by what the actual score is here. I know Sumter got that point. And yeah, now they're going to go over and talk. Oh, I thought they were going to talk about it. Okay, so 10-9. Thank you, Stacy, for double checking with me on that because I was lost. And now here's Tame serving. There's a set by Martin to the opposite side, hit over by Cook. This is Hayes. Cook softer that time. Back row hit by Adams. And miscommunication there. Mishit maybe. Lead back to 2 for the Lancers with Hayes ready to serve. Tame is out. And Solomon coming back in. From the middle, slamming it down is Young. Sumter within 1. Snipes. Not able to reach out in time, Hurd. Vera Ruiz now will serve. As a team, we talked about Ruiz's individual numbers. The Lancers are 9th in the NJCAA with 1581 in the dig column. So over almost 1,600 digs, 16.21 per set, is 15th in the NJCAA. It was Hopkins. Kiana Hopkins getting some court time here in the second set. And thought it was successful, but it wasn't. So Ruiz back serving. Lancers have led by as many as 4. This time Hopkins will act as the setter. Snipes. Coming right back to Snipes. Now they set it up, and that one is too long for Fuente Alba. She was trying to appeal for a deflection. Did not get that call. And I think it was accurate. Bennett back in, serving for the Fire Ants. USC Sumter, 15-5 and perfect so far in Region 10 play. It has been a wonderful season for the Fire Ants. There's a net violation, I believe, called on the Lancers, and you can see how upset they are with that call. Bailey wants to get an explanation. We've seen 2 of these now go against Lancaster. We didn't see much protest on the one that happened, which might have been a rotation. We're still not sure in the opening set. Bailey gonna explain what happened to Mike Van Loo, but the home court is not leading to home calls tonight for the Lancers. Got to play through it, though. It's a part of sports. So Bennett now, Fire Ants within 1. And he sets it up, and Fuente Alba miss hit. So we are tied for the first time here in this second set. Tough reception there, and it's going to go out of bounds as Sumter takes the lead, and Michael Van Loo wants to talk about it. Good timeout by Coach Van Loo. Things starting to get a bit wonky here. We'll take the break and come back in a moment. We have one more regular season broadcast for you. That's next Wednesday, and then the Region 10 tournament. I'll actually be in the building. Come say hi to me if you're going to be at the Region 10 tournament. That's going to be an error to tie us at 14 out of the timeout, off the serve by Bennett. My therapist says I have some kind of a disorder where if you don't come and say hi to me at the tournament, I'll go to the hotel and cry myself to sleep. I don't know if I agree with her, but anyways. Hutton serving. We got some clarification, by the way, as Borshowitz does it again. So, not on that last play, but going back to the first set, call went against the Lancers. It was changing servers illegally. So they tried to sub in somebody that I don't know exactly what that call was, and I'm still waiting, but not getting much on that last call from the gem as Lydia Bunkley ties us at 15. So it's been a tight second set. Sumter won the first one by 6. Adams picking up the ace. Natalie Adams came in with 45. Ditto with Conrade. They are both tied entering play tonight, 16th in the country. And Vic Hayes and Lauren Bailey tied 8th in the country with 52 aces on there. Borshowitz just, she's barely jumping. She just, like Bam Bam from the Flintstones cartoons, hitting you over the head with the club. That's the way she hits the ball. And she's so tall, she doesn't need to do much. So Borshowitz has us tied at 16 again. Magdalena was serving that time as well. Oh, Young just got it over the fingertips there. Lila doesn't miss much. 359 on the year, as I mentioned, coming into play. So Sumter, again, they've been closing these sets with all the momentum, and momentum has certainly shifted here once again. Lancers got to respond here, or they're going to find themselves down 2 sets. Good job by Ruiz. That was not an easy reception, and then straight shot by Hayes. By the way, in this 10-match winning streak, Sumter has beaten 2 nationally ranked programs. They took down a 4-set win against Sandhills and then a 5-setter against Caldwell. So that tells you how strong down the stretch this season the Fire Ants have been. They trail by 1 now, though. As Conrade, you see, getting ready to send it over. Martin sets it. It's a back row hit and fooled the Lancers. Conrade tried to one-arm it, but it went out of bounds. Back even for the 4th time here in this second set. We are tied at 18 apiece. Set by Anna Hutt. Hayes, too strong. And we're going to get another timeout from Coach Van Loo. 1:07 on the clock, so we'll keep it here for this one. As the Fire Ants have come back to take the lead a couple of times. If you're just joining us, Lancaster and Sumter meeting for the 3rd and final time in the regular season. The Fire Ants won both previous meetings in 4-setters. Sumter has won 10 matches in a row. Now their regular season wraps up with mostly out-of-region play. They're at Fayetteville Tech tomorrow, and then it's going to be Union and Davidson in a tri-match on Saturday. So they've been off since Thursday, but this is the start of a busy stretch for the Fire Ants. First of a back-to-back for them. Meanwhile, the Lancers are off until Tuesday when they go to Salk, and then home again next Wednesday against Union. They'll wrap the regular season the following Saturday in Wilmington. Back to even Steven at 19 apiece out of the timeout. Bunkley will go out. Bailey will come in to serve. Hutton will go out. And they bring back in Fuente Alba. Hopkins is back in. Bailey, Taj Rockman. Nicely done there by Hurd. Through the block. Rockman keeps hope alive, and then Hayes again. Boy, Vic Hayes has been really accurate here tonight. So Lancaster is first to 20. Tough set that time. This time, Young hits it past Rockman, who gave it an effort. This is probably the 5th or 6th time now that we've been tied down the stretch. Tame will serve. I think Tame is the Aussie, by the way. I was watching volleyball. They have pro volleyball in Australia. It was on one of those weird streaming channels over the weekend. I watched some of it. It was not well produced. That one was on the cross-court hit too long, so Lancaster back on top. And this would be a great time for a 4-0 run here for the Lancers. Hayes. Martin sets it. That time Young does not pick up the kill. Booming hit. That time, not much that Ruiz can do. That was Cook. Isabella Cook. I think at this point, it's safe to say she's over 300 kills for the season. I know that's at least her second. Thanks, Jeff. Bella's from Minnesota, one of the great states. Nyla Snipes is back in. Dig there by Hurd, and that's going to stay in. So Sumter is up 22-21. Be very careful now. Well, it's been a very tight second set. We haven't seen as many long rallies as we did in the first set, but nip and tuck. Set by Bailey. Snipes went lighter with the touch. Borshowitz this time has it blocked. Tap over, and that will go out of bounds. Good eye there by Lauren Bailey. Ruiz ready to serve. This one looking like we might go past 25. We'll see. Oh, that'll be an ace for Ruiz. I mentioned she's been racking them up. We didn't see her serving as much throughout the season. That's her 36th now, ace of the year. Lancaster came in with 256 aces, second in the NJCAA. Also second in airs with 275. So they're playing at a deficit, but they're back up by 1 here. Hopkins bumps it over. Ruiz gets there first. Here is Snipes from Bailey. And Lancers get it through, or Fire Ants get it through the block. Now Snipes soft that time. Martin got there first. Bump serve, Cook, and it's set right back. It is set point Lancaster as they try to tie this match up. Timeout by Heath Griffin. Excuse me while I enjoy a beverage. We'll keep it here. So the Region 10 tournament, again, will be at Lancaster. Halloween during the day. So if you got little kiddos and you want to pump them up full of sugar later that evening, you'll have plenty of time to do that. The semifinals on Halloween will be at 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern time for those of you who might benefit from that information, which is a lot of you. So, early evening, say, if you're somewhere in Europe. And I expect both semifinals to be 3 or 4 setters, so shouldn't be a long day. Hope to see you out there, though, as much as I love having you on the broadcast. Be nice to see the gym packed for what should be a fun tournament and a fun weekend. I'm looking forward to making the trip down, provided the weather cooperates. Getting set point for the Lancers. They're fighting hard here in this rally. Oh, Snipes. Just high IQ volleyball right there from Nyla Snipes. And we are even at 1 apiece, 25-22. Lancaster here in the second set. We'll be back with set 3 here in just a little while. All right, ready to go here in the third set. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Lancaster tying it at 1 apiece as Lauren Bailey serves. Here is Cook. Taj Rockman. And it's sent right back by the Fire Ants. So Fire Ants doing a nice job closing the first set. They won it by 6. Lancaster in a nail biter in the second set. Borshowitz serving. Out of system that time for the Lancers. Ditto for the Fire Ants. Ruiz adds to her dig totals. Another big hit by Hayes. Fire Ants not going to get it over. We are tied at 1. Victoria Hayes closing in on 200 kills on the season. by Bailey, and Fuente Alba gets another kill on her total. Jeff, where in Minnesota are you guys? Reception there by Solomon. Borshowitz again. Just as flat-footed as a volleyball player can be, slamming balls to the ground. That's what Magdalena does. I mean, she's really something to watch. We talked about her blocking. She hasn't really, that's not been a part of her game tonight. The Lancers have done a nice job against the Fire Ants, taking that blocking away. And all credit to the setters and hitters, of course. But there's so much power in those arms from Magdalena. As Sumter retakes the lead there. Jess says they're from Lakeville, Minnesota. That narrows it down. Isn't like half the state named Lakeville? Here's Nyla Snipes again through the block. She's coming right back to Taj Rockman, who sends it home, and we are tied again. So it'll be Ruiz to serve. I had to look it up. You guys are south of the big city, it looks like. I almost moved to Minneapolis, and some days I regret not giving Minneapolis a chance. I love Minnesota. I love being around water, and you're always around water there. Cook picking up a kill as Sumter retakes the lead. Again, another tight set. I love Minnesota for the outdoors. I love it for their infrastructure, and I love it for the music. Nyla Snipes again tying us at 4 apiece. The land of Prince and a lot of really good alternative rock from when I was a kid growing up. And I understand that they've still got a great music scene in the Twin Cities. Here's Anna Hutton in to serve. It's been interesting to see because Lauren Bailey, obviously one of the best setters in the country, but Anna Hutton's been getting more run, and she's made the most of her opportunities here in 2025 as Mike Van Loo, again, that junior college coaching, you got to juggle those things. Ruiz, that was outstanding by Vero. Overhit there. They fake it. Now here's Tame, and it's blocked back again. How about the blocking? See Conrade and Lydia Bunkley. I don't know if Bunkley got the solo or if Conrade helped her out there, but they're acting like it was Lydia's solo block by the reaction. Service error that time has us even again at 5 apiece. Julia Hurd, 427 digs. She's not far behind Vera Ruiz's totals, about 60 or so. Cook hit it backwards, and Sumter never really could recover from that. So 6-5 Lancers here in this third set. All important third set. These two rivals battling it out, and it's been much tighter other than really the closing minutes of that opening set. This time it's Young for Sumter, sending it to the court. By the way, that I started talking about this at the beginning of the match. That SMU volleyball player's name is Natalia Newsom. There's a picture of her on her Instagram page where more than half of her body is above the top half of the net. That's the kind of hop she has. She's really something. Just Google her when there's another timeout. Meanwhile, the Lancers take a 7-6 lead. It's really been a team effort for Lancaster today. We've seen Bunkley get her moments. Hayes has been proficient. Snipes, Rockman. Cross-court hit that time by Brianna McAbee, who's getting some action here in the third set to tie us at 7 on the cross-court attack. Talisha Tame, 24 aces on the year. I mentioned the Fire Ants a good serving team as well. Sumter this season, as they pick up another ace. They're averaging over 2 service aces per set, much like Lancaster. So Fire Ants are back up by 1. Bunkley, they just get that over. I thought Bunkley had that one. Taj Rockman sending it right at Hurd, who was ready for it. Joust at the net, and it's 1 again. We've seen, I think, 3 jousts now won by Lancaster here tonight, and none yet for Sumter. Solomon back in for Tame, even at 8. Much like the second set, set 3 has been very tight. If we do get these two teams in the championship, this is about what we're hoping for in that championship match that'll be played on November 1st on this court. Winding and delivering is Cook again. Isabella Cook, as I mentioned, over 300 kills on the year. Lila Young now will serve. By the way, we've talked about Borshowitz. Young has 41 solo blocks herself. She's 16th in the country in that total. Just bumping it over that time, the Fire Ants. Dumped that time by Bailey. Good reaction by Sumter. Diving for it, Adams. Set this time to the middle, and Borshowitz playing the soft game that time. Well, the Lancers were never really comfortable in that game or that point. And now it's a 3-point advantage for Sumter, apparently. Lancers got to be careful. It was a big run at the end of that first set that really helped the Fire Ants win it easy. Taj Rockman says, not on my watch, though. So Lancers within 2 here, with Vic Hayes back to serve. Yeah. That was the problem in the first set, and it mostly went away in the second set for Lancaster, but the service errors, again, that's been really the difference in the match. You can make a case that Lancaster would be up 2-0 here, not for those errors. Oh, unable to recover from that big hit by Cook again. Biggest lead for either team here in the third set. It's Sumter by 4. Bailey sets it for Nyla Snipes. Another big hit by Cook. Borshowitz, and Borshowitz again. Well, Jeff, they answered your call. The Fire Ants are on a run. They lead by 5 here in the third set. We'll take a 30-second timeout, and we'll be back in just a bit.
At USC Lancaster, we get you. You want smaller classrooms with personalized attention. You want access to the latest technology, and you want the complete college experience, affordable and close to home. Whether you study on campus for your 2 or 4-year degree or go completely online to earn your degree on your time, USC Lancaster has the right program for your success. USC Lancaster, we get you.
All right, welcome back, everybody. So a good third set so far for Sumter. They lead it 14-9. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. And the Lancers try to regroup out of this timeout after tying the match, winning the second set. Lancers in a bit of trouble, but Taj Rockman is being trouble for her opponents tonight. She's been outstanding from the middle. Really hard to pick a player of the match so far for the Lancers. It's been a true team effort against a Fire Ants team that you can say ditto for them. Beautiful serve there from Vera Ruiz as she celebrates a job well done there, 14-11. Good answer out of the timeout so far for Lancaster, as Ruiz will try to replicate it here. And it looks like she might. She will. Back-to-back aces for the freshman from Madrid. I understand, and I don't know if it's her dad, but somebody in the family's got a restaurant. They were messaging me earlier in the season. All I can think about is, I mean, food in Spain, come on, right? How about this for Vera Ruiz? 3 straight aces, and Lancaster is within 1. I'm coming to visit you guys someday, and I'm bringing a big appetite. Ruiz this time into the net. You forgive that one though. 3 aces in an air, you'll take it. But Fire Ants go back up by 2 now. Tame coming back in. Solomon goes out. Big hit that time by Conrade at the net. Borshowitz able to win the point for her team. Lead is 3 again for the Fire Ants. Through the block that time, Fuente Alba. She's been another key tonight. So Lancaster, maybe not playing their best set here, but they're hanging around within 2. Good fight tonight by the Lancers. This is easily the best they've looked outside of that win against Sandhills. This is a really good-looking Lancaster team tonight. Fortunately, they're playing another very good-looking team. Nyla Snipes finds the back of the court that time. So another opportunity here for Lancaster to tie us here past the midway point of set number 3. Back row attack, Anna Hutton. Nothing Conrade can do. Send it over. Here is Tame down the line. Talisha Tane came in with 152 kills. She's added several more to her total here tonight. Sumter not relinquishing the lead in a tight third set. Hurd floats it over. Snipes has had trouble on the reception. They've been going at her. Booming hit that stays in bounds. Young keeping it in play. And she's gonna do that. You have to recognize, look, it takes 2 seconds to look at these stats. You've got to recognize number 12 is hitting 359. She ain't gonna miss that one, so you got to get to the court. You can't assume it's gonna go out when you've got a good hitter like that. Hayes back in on the far side. Correction, that's Bunkler. Oh, I gotta quit doing that. Miscommunication there for Lancaster. And it's looking bleak again. Lancers got to be real careful here as the Fire Ants starting to pull away. Hurd still serving. Vera Ruiz goes to the ground. There it is, Kenrade. Booming hit to the floor. So Lancaster again hanging around. Now's the time to make a run here late in the third set. And they've got one of the best servers in the country, Natalie Adams, who also has 213 digs to her total this season. Set by Hutton, soft tap by Kenrade, and we got a violation, net violation. This time it's Sumter looking around. We've seen a couple of calls against the Lancers that have led them to question. First time the Fire Ants looking puzzled. Now they just got to get it over. They do. Kenrade again. That's tough at the net. A couple of overpasses and Lancaster unable to recover there as they got out of sorts themselves. So Fire Ants win an awkward rally there, and they lead by 3 now. First to 20, Sumter. There is that blocking that we really haven't seen as much here tonight. Maccabee and Young combining for that one. So the lead is 4, and Michael Van Loo, the best dressed coach in Region 10, calls timeout. We'll take time as well. We'll come back in about a minute. That's the broadcast schedule we were telling you about. I got one more note on this. Natalia Newsom from SMC Volleyball. She's 5'11", and she's got a 40-inch vertical. Her max touch is 11 feet. That's 1 foot higher than the basketball rim. I got to see her play at some point. Unbelievable. Anyways, go Google her or look her up in between sets. Right now, Lancers running out of time here in the third set. Back row hit. Anna Hutton gets there first. Now they're going to play it out of the back row to Adams, who really wasn't ready for that. And Sumter takes a 5-point advantage. This is looking a lot more like the opening set did, where Sumter just put the clamps down and won it by 6. Martin has been serving during this run. And just a bump over. not fluid right now for the Lancers. And a lucky break that time, as I don't know if that was hit into the net or blocked, but it looked like the official signaled block there. So here's Conrade. Still only down 4. He's got to be careful. Conrade just got under it, but Lancer's not going to get it over. And it's been a bit wonky. And now Sumter 2 points away from going up 2-1. Tame with the serve. And again, it's Lancaster out of sorts right now, and Sumter with 6 set points. So again, Tame will serve. That one into the net, so Lancer's still alive. Bailey will come in. So will Fuente Alba. No room for error here, though, for Lancaster. Taj Rockman. Bird got there. Ooh, nice soft touch there. And it's coming right back. Lancers just got to bump it over, but it's out of bounds, and an awkward third set for Lancaster. So, Sumter takes a 2-1 lead, winning both sets, the first and third, 25-19. We'll be back with the third set, or excuse me, fourth set in just a moment. Underway here in set 4. Solomon serving for the Fire Ants, who lead the match 2-1. Trying to sweep the regular season against their rivals, who beat them in the Region 10 championship a year ago. Lancaster striking first here in the 4th set as Hayes adds to her kill totals tonight. Victoria will serve as Snipes comes back in. So if the Lancers want to avoid this sweep in the regular season, they're going to have to win 2 sets in a row, as Young just a little bit long on that hit. A rare miss, as I mentioned, for her, coming in, leading the region, hitting .359. That time she goes softly, and the Lancers were not expecting that. So Fire Ants get on the board, 2-1. Here early on in the 4th set, Chris Shima, glad to be with you tonight. I'm at the home studio in downtown Cleveland, wherever you're watching from. Thanks for hanging out with me here tonight. That one out of bounds. Cook unable to come up with it. So Lancers needed to get out to a good start here in this 4th set, and so far, so good. Sent back, Taj Rockman doing a nice job tonight. And Snipes just kept that one alive to keep the rally going here. Snipes, ooh, there's the blocking. We haven't seen it much tonight. Borshowitz, though, and Maccabee teaming up. Bennett back in serving for the Fire Ants. 15-5 USC Sumter. 11-17 Lancers. Lancers are 4-2 in the region. Sumter is 6-0. That one is long. What did they call now? This has been really disjointed from an officiating standpoint. And you might have saw after the 3rd set, the Lancers captains had a discussion about it. You know, they keep signaling one way, then another way, and you never know who's got the point, and then they change it. So now it is 4-3. Haley Karestis, first appearance for her tonight. Borshowitz flat-footed and hitting that one out of bounds to put Lancaster up by 2. Yeah, Stacy, I didn't know if that's what it was. Stacy on the YouTube chat saying they're calling hair as a net violation. That's never been the call, at least not as long as I've been watching this sport. Good 20 years. But it is tonight in Lancaster, South Carolina. Hopefully Mike Van Loo, cancel that check. let's have that check bounce. 6-3 now for Lancaster. I don't know, Stacy, if that's 100% what's going on either. We're just speculating, but that's what it appears to be to me as well. Snipes, Nyla, again clearing the block. And this is what you want for Lancaster, 7-3. Karestis serving during this run. Overhit. It's coming right back, and Nyla doesn't miss. Good court vision there to find the floor for Nyla Snipes. This, I believe, is the biggest lead at any point tonight for Lancaster. I don't think they've led by 5 or more. And guess who? That was long, they say. That was long. Fire Ants thought it was in. It's not. And at least the officiating is something that both teams can agree upon. That one is definitely in, though. And again, Cook's a good hitter. We mentioned Young hitting 359. Cook is at 255. So as a defense, you have to recognize who they're setting to and not just assume it's going to go out. The Lancers were caught looking there, and it bit them. How about the night for Nyla Snipes? Came in with 177 kills on the season. She's got to be double digits. It's hard to say because it's so balanced for the Lancers. Everybody gets an opportunity on the attack. Borshowitz goes soft that time. And it's 10-5, so briefly Lancaster taking its biggest lead at 6. Still doubling up the Fire Ants here in this fourth set. Heath Griffin not calling timeout at any point here, letting his team work through it as Borshowitz serves. Blocked, but out of bounds. Effort by Young, but can't find the line. Vera Ruiz now serving. Nice set there by Martin. Better dig by Ruiz. Bennett was able to get there. And Tame can't keep it in either. 7-point advantage for Lancaster. Now we do get the timeout for head coach Heath Griffin. And a great start to this fourth set for the Lancers. We'll take a 60-second break. So Fire Ants got to call timeout, try to stop this momentum as the Lancers have owned set 4, 12-5. Sumter leads 2-1. Lancers fighting for their lives and coming out motivated here in this fourth set. Thought maybe Ruiz was going to get another ace there. Fire Ants get it over, though. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Conrade through the block, and Hurd got her arm out. They say it hit the court first. The lead grows to 8 for Lancaster. I'm going to leave that one alone, too. That check is going to bounce. Here is Ruiz. Blocked by Izzy Conrade. Boy, this has been the biggest surprise of the night, pleasantly, if you're a Lancers fan. At the net, Lancaster's blocking has been superb. It's not their strong suit. And so far tonight, it's gotten them where they need to be. Service error that time ends the run for Lancaster. And now the setter, Martin, will serve. Maccabee comes back in for the Fire Ants. Kenrade, softly done. Lead back to 9 for Lancaster. And Jeff, who's in his boat on some lake in Minnesota probably right now, commenting what a great match this has been. And I'm really hoping if these two, that'll be an ace. That stayed just in for Bailey, who adds to her total up to 54 aces on the season. Commenting on what a great match this has been. It really has. I was hoping kind of tonight for a 5-setter. And if this is a preview of the championship, which it should be, let's hope we get this same level on November 1st, because these two teams have really brought it tonight. Tough out-of-system play there for the Lancers. Rally continues, though, so they can regroup. Vic Hayes booms it to Hurd with the dig. Now Tame through the block. Hayes will try it again. Hurd is there again. Set again to Tame. It's Groundhog's Day, the volleyball edition. This time tap over by Young. Now they go to the opposite side, and it's out of bounds. So Sumter wins a long rally, and sometimes that can be a momentum swing. We'll see how the Lancers can respond. Talisha Tame. There's Hayes again. Effort by the setter, Martin, on that last dig. Hayes now comes the nearest to us. The lead is 10. This is the biggest lead at any point this season for Lancaster against Sumter. The Fire Ants on a 10-match win streak, looking vulnerable here in a must-win third set for the Lancers, and then Hayes right into the net that time. Magdalena comes back in for Sumter. Here's Hurd, libero to libero. Kenrade, it's just a little bit long, and again, Lancaster can't believe it. They thought for sure that was inside the lines. It doesn't matter what they think, or we think, or anybody thinks, though, because it's 17-9 either way. 17-10 now. Ace that time by Julia Hurd, who came in with 28 on the year. And if I'm remembering correctly, she's over the 30 mark by this point. Soft that time by Fuente Alba. And a much needed point there for Lancaster. Yeah, they're up by 7, now 8, but we know Sumter is more than capable of erasing this in a hurry, so got to keep the pressure on here. Kenrade floats it over. Set by Martin to the far side, and straight down is Cook. So Cook, who went over 300 kills on the season back in the first set, makes it 18-11. Bennett serving. And that one is in. That's my only gripe with the Lancers tonight. They've done way too much assuming. I can count in my head at least 3 points that have gone to Sumter, just straight up assuming. Back-to-back aces now, and the Fire Ants on a bit of a roll. So after going down 17-7, 6-1 extended run here for the Fire Ants. And they're within 5. Snipes tries to end it, and she does. They say they got the deflection there, so it was touched by a fire ant, but either way, it's yet another kill for Nyla Snipes. Nyla's from Fort Mill, just up the road. That is going to be in. We've talked about how hard it is to defend that back 2 or 3 feet, and both teams trying to exploit that here in the 4th set. 5-point advantage, late 4th set. Lancers got to win to stay alive and force a deciding 5th set. Taj Rockman. And Taj Rockman with another kill. She's got quite a few to her total, but her impact today, like it's been all season, has been blocking. We got any Nyla's people on the YouTube chat? There was a good burger joint in Fort Mill, and I can't remember the name of it. Joust at the net. Taj Rockman keeps it going. Now Martin sets it to the back row, and that one is long. I believe it was Cook. These ponytails are killing me. It was Cook. So here's the football score again for the 2nd time tonight, this time favoring Lancaster. Tame. Set by Bailey. Lighter that time from Hayes. We've seen a lot of power from her and Tame. And Tame wins that one. Lancers' advantage is 6. Oh, that just cleared the net, and it's gonna bounce the right way. We saw this last week work a couple of times in the Lancers' favor, and now that's the 2nd time the net has worked out for Sumter tonight. So Borshowitz serving, picks up the ace. This time Adams on the reception. Here's Hayes again. Let's get it over the block, bumped over by Young. Set it up for Taj Rockman. Good eyes on the setting by Lauren Bailey tonight. Bailey with the dump, and it works. She saw that coming. We've talked about the high IQ plays tonight. That's one of them right there for one of the best setters in the country, Lauren Bailey. I don't know, I haven't asked Mike Van Loo, but I gotta think Lauren's got quite a few offers if she's looking to go to a 4-year program at this stage. I don't know if she's committed anywhere, but whew, she's gonna make some coach very happy. Speaking of which, Ruiz making Michael Van Loo very happy with the ace, and Lancaster is 2 points away from forcing a deciding 5th set. We'll come back, wrap up set 4 here in 30 seconds.
At USC Lancaster, we get you. You want smaller classrooms with personalized attention. You want access to the latest technology, and you want the complete college experience, affordable and close to home. Whether you study on campus for your 2 or 4-year degree or go completely online to earn your degree on your time, USC Lancaster has the right program for your success. USC Lancaster, we get you.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you. Some Rafael Sadiq going on at the gym, I think. Tony. Oh man, I'm back to being 12 years old on the basketball courts in summer, listening to Jammin' 92.3 in Cleveland, Ohio. All that New Jack swing stuff. Woo. That was the pinnacle. I feel bad for anybody who didn't get to grow up in that time period. All right, let's see if the Lancers can wrap this up and take us to a 5th set. Ruiz has been great serving tonight. Hurd sets it up for Tame. Tough set that was sent right back by Lancaster. Here is Hayes. Boy, Young and Borshwitz in the middle. It's been tough all night on the defense for Lancaster, and Sumter wins that beautiful rally there. That was a point hard earned by the Fire Ants. It's Martin serving. Tame again, and Tame hits it long. Set point Lancaster as we appear headed for a deciding 5th set. Bailey will try to wrap up the 4th set. Vic Hayes, a dominating 4th set for the Lancers. They win it by 8, 25-17. 1st to 15, 5th set decider when we come back.
USC Lancaster, we get you. You want smaller classrooms with personalized attention. You want access to the latest technology, and you want the complete college experience, affordable and close to home. Whether you study on campus for your 2 or 4-year degree or go completely online to earn your degree on your time, USC Lancaster has the right program for your success. USC Lancaster, we get you.
Welcome back, everybody, as we go to a fifth and deciding set. These two rivals have put on a show for us here tonight. Region 10 Volleyball on YouTube. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Lancers and Fire Ants, USC Lancaster, USC Sumter. And the Fire Ants' 10-match win streak is in jeopardy. And, of course, when you play to 15, it's kind of redundant at this point, but obviously, faster start you get out to, the better. Lauren Bailey starts us with an ace here in the final set. Boy, tough one again. Young, outstanding. We are tied at 1. We talked about this pretty much all night. This is likely going to be the championship match in Region 10. No disrespect to Union. Salkehatchie's got some players, but these two teams are definitely the favorites. Izzy Conrade got the deflection that time. They say no, it was just in. Nice job. That body contortion that some of these volleyball players can do just blows my mind. Nick Hayes, overpass. Bailey sets it up for Nyla. Snipes sends it straight ahead. Again, Borshowitz. No separation thus far here in this deciding set. Sumter trying to sweep the regular season, and Lancaster trying to get one. Again, this shouldn't impact seeding, although seeding for a 4-team tournament is really not important, especially on a neutral court. Well, it's going to be on the Lancers' home court, so I don't know how neutral you want to call it, but Snipes, a rare miss that time, so Sumter takes its first lead. Bennett serving. Lancaster's got to be clean here. They were so clean in that fourth set, but they've looked awkward here, and Cook made them pay. 4-2 now, Sumter. So Bennett again. Snipes. That one hit backwards. Sumter not gonna, oh, they do get it over. Nicely done by the Fire Ants. Hurd in this rally, if Sumter wins this point, she's the reason why. Oh, nicely done by Conrade, though. So Conrade and Lancaster, a hard-fought point there. Credit Hurd, the libero, a couple of times. She saved that rally. And now Conrade into the net. Cannot have that in the deciding set. 2-point advantage for Sumter. And again, a 2-point advantage in this deciding set is much larger. Cook now serving. Set to Taj Rockman, and Rockman through the block. I'm surprised and impressed with the Lancers. I'm surprised with the Fire Ants. Their blocking was so on point the first time these two teams met that we saw them back, I believe it was in September. Haley Carestas is in to serve. And there's the blocking for Lancaster. It's Rockman and Snipes teaming up. We are back even at 5. Again, first to 15. Got to win by 2, though. Tame. And Tame able to use her power to put Sumter back up by 1. Fire Ants have had 5 setters in this 10-match winning streak. They had one against Caldwell that they won. Hurd with the serve. Young got high, and Young gives Sumter a 2-point lead again. Oh, Snipes. Nicely done, and then even better effort by the Fire Ants. And halfway through now this deciding set. It's an 8-5 advantage for the Fire Ants. So we're gonna step aside for 30 seconds. We'll come back and finish this one up. They're actually coming back a little quicker than I thought here, I believe. So we're gonna keep it going as the team switch sides. Hurd still serving. Scoreboard went off. Dumped there by Bailey, but it's just out of bounds. And they got to fix the scoreboard. I believe it's a 3-point advantage now for Sumter. Pretty sure it's 9-6 now. Yes. And no, correction, it's a 4-point advantage. It's 9-5. So Mike Van Loo is going to call timeout. And we're going to go away as well. Still time here, but the Lancers are going to have to be much better in this deciding set. They've got to get back to what they were doing well in the fourth set, which was just about everything, by the way. But right now, it's all Fire Ants as they lead at 9-5. Hurd has been serving during this run. Taj Rockman. Oh, look at the Fire Ants, but Rockman was there. What a play by Taj. Alert. Adams will come in and serve. Natalie with those 45 aces coming into play tonight. Martin with the set. Dig by Ruiz as Young hit it. They bump it over to Tame. Blocking again by Taj Rockman, combining with Bailey. They play 1-2 game there, and it wasn't pretty, but it got the job done. Back-to-back points now for the Lancers. They're within 2 with Adams still serving. Again, 1st to 15 here in the deciding set. Oh, Adams into the net. Dagger. That is a dagger in your heart right there if you're a Lancers fan. So Sumter is 5 points away, and they lead by 3. It doesn't seem like a big cushion, but in this final set it is. Vic Hayes. And that one into the net. So Vic Hayes keeping hope alive for the Lancers here. Within 2 again, and Lancaster's made some nice runs tonight throughout this match when this freshman has been serving. And Ruiz gonna pick up another ace. She had a string of 3 straight aces in this match. I believe that was in the 3rd set. So that's her at least 4th ace of the night. closing in on 40 for the season. Well, she's going to be top 20 pretty soon. Lancers have 4 players in the top 20, but that is one you cannot have in this moment. That is killer to the momentum. Tame now will serve. Tame's been excellent tonight for Sumter. And that one goes long. Good eye there by Adams. Really good eye. She almost went for it. You know, your nerves can mess with you there. And also, we talked about it earlier, Lancers have let a few go they shouldn't have. It's just service error after service error. And if the Lancers are going to play that game, they're going to lose because they're trailing. They can't play that game. It's been a problem season long, though. So Young serving. Izzy Conrade. Whew. Ice in their veins right now, Lancaster. Not being scared of the moment. Still trailing, but now within 1. Hayes. Nice high arcing one that time by Vic Hayes, who dives for it to keep it alive on the return. Awkward here. Vera Ruiz with the dig. You can see the nerves a little bit. Borshowitz. The bump set. Nyla Snipes. Overpass. Tap over there by Bailey. Snipes will try it again. We play on. Longest rally of set 5. Ruiz has had 3 beautiful digs in this rally. Oh, going to her knees right there. Bailey, nicely done. And then it goes out. Oh, heartbreak right there for Lancaster. 2 points away, the Fire Ants, as they bring in Bennett to serve. Bennett started a nice little run here in this deciding set on serve. And Mike Van Loo is going to call for time. There was so much going on in that last rally. But unfortunately for Lancaster fans, ends up 13-11 here for Sumter. Just to recap for you folks, Sumter, this is the start of a back-to-back. They're at Fayetteville Tech tomorrow. How about Fayetteville Tech? We thought they'd be good at the beginning of the season. They came to Lancaster and looked very strong. They have continued to be strong in that D2 Region 10. So this emotional night for the Fire Ants, and they got to turn around and go across the Carolinas to Fayetteville. So again, it's still Bennett serving. Fuente Alba straight down the line. Nyla Snipes been great all night, excuse me, but look at this blocking. There's the blocking for Sumter, and that's what it can do. It is match point Fire Ants. Their bread and butter is serving them here in this 5th set. Borshowitz, one of the best blockers in the country, earning that point. Blocking again. Snipes just has to get it over. Oh, it just clears the net. So we've seen 2 of those net breaks for the Fire Ants. Now there's 1 for Lancaster, and they're still in this thing. Couple of match points still to go here for the Fire Ants, though. No room for error. Izzy Conrade serving. Taj Rockman is back in, too. That was hit backwards by Hurd. It'll be bumped over, and the Lancers go to sleep, and Sumter wins it. Just like that. Anticlimactic close to this one. but the Fire Ants grit it out here in this fifth set, and they sweep the regular season. Their match streak goes to 11 in a row, and they will be the #1 seed. There's no even mathematical things at play anymore. They have won the regular season here tonight, going to 16-5, 7-0 in the region. Lancers fall to 11-18, 4-5 at home, and 4-3 in the region. They need to win their final to ensure that second seed. So the match wraps up this way: 25-19 for Sumter in the first, 25-22 for the Lancers in the second, 25-19 again for Sumter in the third, 25-17 Lancers in the fourth, and then 15-12 for Sumter here in set 5. That's going to do it for us here at Lancaster, everybody. My name's Chris Shima. We'll talk to you again next Wednesday for the regular season home finale for USC Lancaster as they take on Union. Until then, have yourselves a great night, great week, and we'll talk to you again in another week. Take care until then.